Welcome, everybody. We're going to actually take you on a journey of the Duane Reade redo. Okay, if anybody's ever been in New York, you know that there's a Duane Reade on every corner, and we had our iconic red and blue logos on every corner, and it was the place that New Yorkers love to hate. Shopping experience wasn't wonderful. The stores were dark. The stores were crowded. If anybody other than a New Yorker picked on us, they heard it from the New Yorkers, but as a typical New Yorker, we were the store that everybody loved to hate. You had to go in there, you needed your drugstore items, but you really didn't want to say that you shopped at Duane Reade. So I'm going to take you through the transformation of an old Duane Reade to the new Duane Reade and the new beauty at Duane Reade. So how did we redefine the drugstore? We had to separate ourselves from the competition. We had to play a completely different game. Now, New York is the capital of fashion capital of the world, so why wouldn't beauty be a part of that? Beauty is a perfect fit for us. We wanted that beauty customer. So for many years, beauty and drug looked like this. Okay, you knew where cosmetics was because there was a big red cosmetics sign. The floors were white and red tile, and Karen actually had a slide up there, the confused slide. And I don't know what retailer that was. I was trying to figure it out, but they had a white and red tile floor as well. And I knew it was not Duane Reade. So we all kind of looked alike. You could see it's crowded, it's dark, it's confusing. So do you really want to shop here or do you want to shop here? This is our new, this is our new Wall Street store. I'm going to show you a little more about it later, but you could see it's open, it's fresh, it's clean, it's inviting. You don't have to worry about what's going to fall if you touch in the wrong spot because it's just jammed onto that shelf. This is more of an experience. So what was our plan? We had to immediately improve our product assortment. And that wasn't so much in the mass section because we were already quite diverse. We had anything from the value brands of Wet n Wild and NYC up to the franchise brands like L'Oreal. And being in New York, the higher end lines did actually much better than the value propositions. We also carried niche brands, and this made us different from some other competitors because New Yorkers want variety. They don't want the same thing. They want to see things that are different. So we did have all this smaller niche type of brands that some of my competitors didn't carry. Then we decided to launch the Look Boutique. We wanted to make it a beauty destination. We wanted to bring beauty to the consumer instead of having the consumer come to us. And we were able to do that because we were a drugstore. They already had to come in. They needed to buy their toothpaste. They needed their headache remedies. They needed to get their prescriptions filled. So they're already there. Let's shop for beauty while we're in the store. Once you have the surroundings right, then you can actually come up with the private brand products and make them look like they fit into their surroundings. So, to improve our assortment in the Look Boutiques, we needed some national brands to give us validity, and we went for some brands in categories like Pure Mineral, Talika, Demeter Fragrances, Pop Beauty. That just names a few. We wanted some exclusive brands because the exclusive brands bring loyalty to your store because they can't find it anyplace else. So Skin by Monica, which is a natural brand of skin cosmetics. Lug, which is a great line of nylon bags for New Yorkers. They don't weigh much and they come from Canada, so that made us different. And Gosh Cosmetics, which is a highly pigmented color brand, which we imported directly from Denmark. Then we came up with our private brand names. We have Look NY, which is for our upscale brands and the brands that work in Look Boutique. And we have Prevail. That's for all the other beauty products that are in the stores in the mass aisles. So this is where the evolution started. Penn Station. It's a store on 8th Avenue. It spans from 33rd to 34th Street. It's got a first floor and a second floor. Huge, huge store, the #1 store in our chain. You can see the iconic DR in red and blue, and the new logo that's just plain old simple black and white. And I can tell you when we launched the new logo, it wasn't all raves and reviews. People want to know what were we thinking. You know, everybody knew the red and blue shopping bag. You see it in movies, you see it in Europe, and we're changing the whole philosophy and we're changing the whole look. But you can see on top, the store looked like any other drugstore, red and white, aisles piled with product. And we redid the store and we did all the colors differently. So we have 3 different segments in the store. We have how you look, how you feel, and what you need now. And in the store, the walls are painted, the columns are painted to match those colors. So obviously, beauty is in lavender. What you need is in a bright green, and how I feel is in a blue. So depending on what your need or what you wanted in the store, you knew where you were based on the colors. So this store set the industry buzzing. Oh my God, did you see what Duane Reade did? And you know what? It's a nice store. It's a great store to shop in. It's clean and it's wide and it's bright. But you know what? It's a drugstore. It's not a destination. There's no reason really to go there unless you want wider spaces. But we did a nice job to take us to another level. So that was level 1. Next was level 2. And this was our Herald Square store. And we opened up Herald Square with a new food offering and a new look boutique. And it was something that's never been done before. In the look boutique, it was set so that we would have prestige brands in cosmetics and skin. We have 24 beauty advisors in that store, and you're like, huh? Because it's such a tourist area over there, and for those of you who don't know, the Macy's Parade is right across the street from our store. We could watch it from the Look Boutique windows on Thanksgiving Day. It's kind of cool. But our beauty advisors are very, very well trained. They love beauty. They have a passion for beauty. They suck up every bit of information you can give them. They don't want top-line training. They want to know the ingredients. They want to know the interaction of the ingredients. So they really, really are true specialists. And they get many accolades from my competitors, from brands out there who are always trying to trick them. But they're very, very good. And the other thing about them is they're unbiased. You know, they don't work behind a specific counter, and that's the best thing for you no matter what. They have the whole store to shop from. So even if a customer wants something that's out of the look boutique, they will walk into the mass aisle and help sell it. This was the first store we had services in. We have a brow service by Rami. Rami is a celebrity brow artist who has a salon in New York. He trains all of the technicians to make sure that they're representing his name and his salon the way they want to be. And we have the new exclusive brands, some of them which I mentioned earlier. But to top it all off, to top off the raves from the industry, we won the Women's Wear Daily Beauty Biz Awards for Retailer of the Year. That was a major, major honor for us. It was the first time that award had ever been given to a drugstore chain. So we were really very proud of that. Well, 40 Wall Street. This is level 3. This is our crowning jewel. We opened up on July 4th weekend, and if you're in New York, if you live in New York, we were on every news channel. We were on CNBC. I didn't even know there were that many news channels out there to cover this story. We were in, I don't know what the article said, but we were in the German Financial Times, and they had pictures of our store. So it was just a very good experience. We're offering a whole lot more services in this store. I have a nail salon. Right now we have 2 tables in there, but we're actually adding another 3 or 4 because the amount of women who come in at lunchtime who want a quick manicure is amazing. We have the hair salon. The hair salon is actually powered by Fido. Fido is a very high-end brand, so you know that we had to have the right surroundings for them to put their name on our salon. They've given us their hair and scalp analysis tool. They've taught everybody in the store how to use it. So if a customer just wants to have their hair analyzed, we do that. We can write them a prescription for the Fido products that we carry in the store. We also do the treatments in the store. We have sinks and stylists. And let's say you have a meeting today and you're not feeling all that confident. You run down to the store, get your hair washed and styled, have a hot date tonight, same difference. And what we're finding is men are really using this salon. They are getting more treatments than the women do, and they want their hair cut there. So I'm in the process right now of actually getting a license so that I can do men's haircuts in that store. We do eyelash application. Women just didn't want their brows groomed. They wanted false eyelashes applied because they don't know how. We have a 40 fragrance tester bar. This is the only one in the industry. It was designed just for us. You know, obviously we're working on making it better and cleaner, but there's 2 of them. There's one for women, there's one for men, 10 fragrances on each side, and it is sensor. So you just put your wrist underneath the little spigot and psh, you know, you've got a tester of the scent you want it to smell. You don't have to worry about missing bottles. If you run out of wrists, we do have the tester strips so that you can keep going across the whole 40 of them. We have 2 virtual makeover machines. These are a lot of fun, and these are causing women to stay and shop more than they used to. They'll stand in front of the kiosk, takes your photo, pops up on the screen, you agree to all the privacy stuff. Then what we have is located in between the L'Oreal and Maybelline sections right now. We specifically put it in the mass section because we have interaction already in the look boutiques. So you don't want to take that away because our advisors are giving tips and they're giving hints and they're showing the consumer what colors are good for them. But in the mass, it's always up to you. And I don't know about you ladies, but I think that the only lipstick shade I look good in is pink. And I have probably 30 shades of a pink lipstick in my drawer. I don't want to spend $14 on a red just to find out it doesn't look good. So what I can do now is pick a red lipstick off the shelf, scan the UPC code, and actually see how it looks. Go out of your comfort zone, try different eyeshadows. The machine actually will tell you if you picked the wrong color foundation, because while it's taking your photo, it's analyzing your pigments and your skin, your eyes, your hair color, so it knows if you have the wrong foundation. It doesn't say wrong. It says maybe you would just like to try this shade instead. Because, you know, maybe somebody really wanted something that was a little darker and maybe not their right and you got the line. Who are we to say? Then in this store is 23,000 square feet. I kind of had a wish list of things I'd always wanted, and one of this was the salon appliances. So now what I have is a fixture where you can try out all your hair dryers, high speed, expensive. You can look in your mirrors, they're lit. Do you want fluorescent light? Do you want daylight? Do you want office light? Do you want 10 magnification, 50 magnification? But you can actually see what it is before you buy it at home. A lot of times it's a decor item, and although there's always a picture on the box, it doesn't do it justice. So now you have a whole center where you can actually look and see what you're buying before you make the very expensive purchase. So early sales are outstanding. The service areas are booked. Like I said, we have to add some. And the penetration of beauty in this store is 30% higher than any of our closest stores. So what we're doing in this store is really and truly working. And the store itself is unique. We have live sushi men making sushi. We have a smoothie bar. We have a shoe shine center. So it's really out of the realm of a drug chain, and people are just flocking to it and loving it. So these are just a few photos that actually show you what my look boutique looks like in this store. You can see the salon, you can see the crystal chandeliers that add definite upgrade to it. We're very proud of what we have going on, and if any of you are in New York or you visit, please come and stop over. So now that we have the home that our new private brand products are going to live in, you need to design them. You need to design products that work within the area they're going to be living. So in beauty, most women don't want to try a drugstore brand, anything that goes on their face, they want to have a trust in. But items like nail polish removers or cotton, that you can leave the name of your company on, for example, DR or Duane Reade. It's a commodity item. Nothing's going to go wrong with the cotton pads that you're using, but do try to make it yourself different from everybody else. So besides the regular cotton pads that we sell in the store, we went for a line of organic pads and organic cotton balls. We don't carry a national brand because there's no need, and we don't go after national brand equivalent looking packaging. We're taking the path of the Europeans, and we're creating a brand within our own brand. So we don't want to confuse the customer. Which one did I take? Oh, I don't know. Okay, we want you to know you're buying the Duane Reade brand, and we want you to trust the Duane Reade brand because it is a brand. It's not a knockoff. Then we came up with a name for our beauty products, and we called it Prevail. And as you can imagine, we had a whole list of names that we went through. And the women in the office and the women in the stores, they loved this name. They felt that it was empowering, but it wasn't overpowering. So we went with a classic black and white package, and we differentiate a lot of our products by the color coding. We went for department store quality without department store pricing, meaning we went mid-level. We didn't go on the budget side where usually a private brand might be. And we use this name on anything that's beauty. Lotions, bath and soap, sun care, nail enamel, beauty tools, jewelry, and we're working on some other really kind of cool products right now, and you can see the range and you can see how it works. So in, let's say, the nail enamel, that's a salon nail enamel, and we sell that at a $6 retail. And some of the suppliers out there thought we were a little crazy going such a high retail, but we sell a lot of salon brand polishes in the store at $8 and $8.50. So at $6, that's actually a bargain for the consumer, and there's enough margin in it where you can put it on ad for 2 for $10. So we found a way to go higher end without going budget, and we really pack a lot of value into our private brand products. We also have another line, like I mentioned earlier, called Look NY. Look NY is our prestigious brand of private label products. We have a line of brushes that are makeup artist brushes. They retail from $10 to $22. These are department store brushes. They're made by a department store supplier. We have makeup artists who come in, they blog about them, they tweet about them, they rave about them, and you would say $22 for a brush in a drugstore. The fact that we have it in the Look Boutique, and the Look Boutique is prestigious, and those women know what they're shopping for when they get to that department, it's not a problem. We have Prevail brushes as well, which go in the mass aisle. And while the quality is definitely better than a drugstore quality brush, the retails are what's equivalent to what they would find elsewhere. So, very, very exciting results. We now have 22 Look Boutiques. We started in October of 2009. It's now July, August of 2011. Actually, we might have 23. I think one opened this weekend. We're going close to 50 stores. You need to remember that we are 260 stores in Manhattan proper. So having 50 stores is huge. We don't mind having Duane Reade's on every corner, but we don't want a Look Boutique on every corner. We want you to walk a few blocks. Beauty penetration and Look Boutiques are much higher than stores without a Look Boutique. And we get these numbers from our loyalty cards. Look Boutique shoppers spend 25% more and shop twice as frequently as stores that do not have Look Boutiques. And these purchases are more profitable. And the really good news is the private brand sales are up 19% over the past year. So by even having the same products, we haven't changed them, but put them in new packaging, the sales have grown. So that's our story, that's our Look Boutique, and that's the brand that brings beauty to the consumer. Thank you. Andy?